guys! So clearly from the title of this video, I have some news to share with you about the Pangaea Poetry Slam. Now, what is the Pangaea Poetry Slam, I hear some of you asking? Well, if you remember the YouTube Poetry Slam that Carl and I ran last year, it's basically the same thing except much bigger. And for those of you who don't know what on earth I'm talking about, the Pangaea Poetry Slam is a poetry slam for participants from all over the world, all online. So when is this happening? Well, actually it's happening all of the month of April, and it'll be parsed out into 4 week-long rounds, with the first one starting tomorrow, April 1st at midnight. So the midnight between March 31st or today in some places, and April 1st. The second heat will begin at the same time on April 8th, and so on and so forth until April ends. And so basically that's just how the heat's gonna work out. Now there are 2 basic rules of the slam. Rule number 1, the video that you submit cannot be over 10 minutes because ain't nobody got time for that. Rule number 2, your video absolutely must be newly recorded and uploaded. This is because older videos might have likes on them already, and that'll just screw up our point system to all of the not good areas of life. I mean, you don't want it to be a thing, I don't want it to be a thing, nobody wants it to be a thing, so let's just not have it be a thing. But other than that, there are absolutely no rules. The sky is the limit with what you can do with your video. You can put background music in, or really, you could do anything. And if you're not a native English speaker, you are more than welcome to enter in your poem to this competition. All that we ask is that on your video you have a translation in English, so that way we can read it and enjoy it, and I'll just be like, wow, that is one baller poem. Make sure that you have that in the description, or you at least have a link to it. If you're having any trouble with that, or if you have any suggestions as to how we who are running the slam could better help, that would be a more than welcome email sent to us at pangaeapoetry@gmail.com. And how do you submit? Well, you go on our website, pangaeapoetry.com, and then you click on the little Take Part tab up on the top, and then you will see all of the rules and technicalities that we have for you there, just so that way you can remember them. I would definitely recommend that you peruse them, so that way when you enter everything in using the sidebar that we have on the Take Part tab, everything will be all good. Once your poem has been submitted, we will link it into the YouTube playlist that we have on the channel. And if you don't see your video in the playlist within like a day of you submitting it, then I would definitely recommend that you email us and let us know, and we will work it out. Don't worry, girl. This is a points-based system, and it will be based on the number of likes that you can accrue over the week. Throughout the week, we will be tabulating the number of likes that you have on videos and such, and the most liked videos will get scored based on where they are in number of likes. So that's the point system in a nutshell. And there will be winners again this year, except there will be 5 winners, and all 5 of those winners will get a prize. Now, if you win, we will be in close contact with you, and we will together set up something that will be of benefit to both you and your poetry. So we aren't just talking like, cash reward. It'll be your first paid gig, or it'll be some kind of mentoring program, or whatever it is. Now, the reason that we don't have a specific prize for everyone who could ever so possibly win the Pangaea Poetry Slam is because this is such a global competition. It's impossible for us to know exactly what the poetry landscape will look like in each and every location all over the world. So that's why we'll be in close contact with winners in order to help them just sort of feel out what the landscape looks like and what we can do working with their area, so that way they can develop their craft even further. So yeah, I've given you guys a lot of information, but All the details are on our website at pangaeapoetry.com. And if you have any questions about any aspect of the slam, please feel free to email us at pangaeapoetry@gmail.com. Before I end this, I have to talk to you about the most important part of the slam, nay, the most fun part of the slam. The entire idea of doing this slam was that way we could build the poetry community. There are so many like little pockets of poetry, but none of them are united. Nobody ever talks about the poetry community as the poetry community. So we're aiming to help fix that. So with that in mind, I would encourage you all to keep an eye out for other participants and their poetry pieces, because there are bound to be some cool entries. And also be sure to share, comment, like those videos as well, so that way we can all begin a conversation about poetry. So get ready, get set, make your poetry, and then on the midnight of April 1st and all the way through to April 7th, submit your poems for the first round of the Pangaea Poetry Slam. This is gonna be an awesome slam, you guys, and I'm so excited. See you later. It's gonna be a great one.